everyone, hello, this is Jima and I'm back with another video. On today's video, I want to talk about sunscreen. Now, sunscreen is one of those things that people have different ideas about sunscreen. Some people believe sunscreen doesn't do anything for them. Some people believe you should wear sunscreen every day. And the medical professionals, dermatologists will tell you that sunscreen is very vital. Everyone needs to be wearing sunscreen. Whether you're a baby, you're 50, 60, 90 years old, no matter how old you are, everyone should be wearing sunscreen every day to protect themselves from the sun. The sun causes a lot of damage that at an early age or in the beginning, we don't see these signs of damages because it's occurring in our skin over time. And sometimes as we age, the older we get, we start to see the damages that the sun has done to our skin. So it is very vital that everyone wears sunscreen to prevent these damages. The sun can cause wrinkles, dark spots, sunspot, photoaging. All of these are caused by the sun. Particularly the UV rays in the sun cause these damages in our skin. Now, Caucasian people love to sunbathe. Not all Caucasian people, but a lot of Caucasian people love to sunbathe. In the 60s, 70s, and 80s, people were sunbathing everywhere. And if you see most of these people now and what their skin looks like, you would think to yourself, you shouldn't be sunbathing. But back then, people didn't have a lot of information about sunscreen also. So people were not well informed as we are now. In the age of technology, we all have information in our hands. With a click, you can find anything you want. Any type of information that you want, especially on sunscreen. It's everywhere and everyone's talking about it, and the medical professionals are telling us the importance of wearing sunscreen. Now, for us Black people, a lot of us people of color, we feel that we don't need sunscreen, especially Black people. We feel like, oh, Black don't crack and we don't need sunscreen, but that's not true. When you don't take care of your Black skin and you don't wear sunscreen and do the right things, the Black skin will crack, and you don't want to see that. Everyone wants to have youthful, beautiful skin, and to maintain that youthful, beautiful skin with less wrinkles, less dark spots, you need sunscreen on a daily basis, and you should be wearing a sunscreen of at least of SPF of 50, and you're supposed to reapply the sunscreen every 2 hours. And that's another issue, because most of us will apply sunscreen, but we don't reapply it every 2 hours. So we are still allowing some damage to occur when we don't reapply the sunscreen every 2 hours. Now, there are a host of sunscreen out there. There's so many brands. There are chemical sunscreen, there are mineral sunscreen, there are physical sunscreen. There are all different types of sunscreen on the market. And it's really hard to know which one you should get. Sometimes you go to the store, you go to Target, and you see a whole, and you're like, okay, which one do I get? Now, for Caucasian people, sunscreen is an easy buy because they can buy any particular sunscreen and it's fine. They rub it in their skin and they're good to go. Now, if you're a person of color, finding sunscreen, particularly for your face, is an issue because a lot of these sunscreen will leave a gray cast on your skin. And who wants to walk around with a gray cast on their skin looking like the Grove sisters? Nobody wants to look like that, all right? So they have, with new technology, they have sunscreens that are much better now for skin of color. Although some of these new sunscreens are better, they still will leave a slight white cast. Some of them you rub into your skin, you have a slight, gray cast that may last about 10 to 15 minutes and they go away. Now, I've been using sunscreen consistently for the past, I would say 5 years. I've been using sunscreen consistently. And the ones that I've been using have actually been working for me. Yes, they leave a little gray cast in the beginning. And then, as it dries into the skin and is absorbed, I don't really see the gray cast. Now, the ones that I've been using are particularly, there are three that I've used on my face. And I'll show you which 3 these are. The first one is a brand by Biore. This one is an SPF of 50. It's an essence water. And it's great. I love it. And it does the job for me. The second one that I've also used is another brand called Suncut. It's a UV SPF 50 Essence and it's great. You know, it has a slight cast when I put it on in the beginning, and then afterwards it goes away. Like, you know, about 10 to 15 minutes, the cast is gone and I'm good to go. These two are they're not greasy at all on my face, and they work, they do the job. Now there's another one that I used to use, which it's actually finished now, but I will show you the brand that I use on my body. It is the Hawaiian Tropic. This is a very good sunscreen also. It's great for the skin. This is the body one, SPF 30. They have an SPF 50. They also have it in the spray form, and it's a really good sunscreen. And they have the face one, which is also good for the face. It does leave a slight gray cast when you first put it on, the face one, and then it goes away after, you know, maybe about 20-30 minutes. This one is great. I love it. And I'm just gonna show you a little bit on my hand so you can see what I'm talking about. So when you put it on, this is what it looks like in the beginning. And as you rub it, you can see it absorbs beautifully into the skin. And it just leaves a nice little sheen. It's not oily, it's not greasy, and it's just nice. There's no gray cast, nothing. It's great for your skin. This is the one that I use on my body, particularly on my hands. When, you know, whenever in the summertime my skin is exposed, this is what I use. Now there's another brand that I recently got, which is the Banana Boat Balance. This is also great, SPF 50. This is another great sunscreen for your body. And I'm gonna show you a little bit on my hand so you can see how this blends in very well too. You see, it's so nice. There's no gray cast at all, and it just blends beautifully. So these are the sunscreens that I've been using, and I love it, and I enjoy them, and they do the job. They protect me, and I reapply. Now, it's hard to reapply every 2 hours. It really is. You know, especially, you know, when you're on the go, you don't, you know, it's very hard, but you have to practice doing it. You have to discipline yourself into doing it. And as you continue to do it every single day, it becomes a habit. It becomes natural to you, and you'll just remember automatically. Sometimes you don't even need to look at the watch. You'll remember, oh, I need to reapply my sunscreen, and you put it on. So it is important that we all use sunscreen. Now, skin cancer is another big issue. And a lot of times, you know, people be on the beach sunbathing and they develop skin cancer. Now, skin cancer is an issue that affects everyone. Even Black people get skin cancer. I even had a family member who was diagnosed with skin cancer. So you have to wear sunscreen. Protect your skin and your health. You must wear sunscreen because we want to prevent all of these issues from occurring. Thank you for watching my video. I'd like you to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!